I'm your professional stickman host, and this explainer is all about Maranello's ultimate hypercar, the Ferrari LaFerrari. Let's go. 2.4 seconds. That's literally all it takes to hit 60 miles per hour. It's a number that instantly, completely rewrote the hypercar rulebook. Okay, let's dive into this. The name itself is incredibly audacious. LaFerrari translates directly to the Ferrari. I mean, when Maranello literally names a car after itself, the message is crystal clear. This is the definitive, ultimate flagship, the absolute pinnacle of their engineering. Moving right into the engineering with our first section, unprecedented hybrid V12 power. The raw data here is just staggering. We're talking about a naturally aspirated 6.3-liter V12 paired with electric power, unleashing a combined 950 horsepower. All of that is channeled through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, pushing this beast well past 217 miles per hour. This wasn't just a minor upgrade, it was Ferrari's explosive entry into the hybrid arena.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the packaging. Ferrari took a massive V12, a 161 horsepower electric motor, a 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and F1-derived regenerative braking, and somehow crammed it all into the exact same wheelbase as the Enzo. They literally fit two powertrains into the space of one, with absolutely zero compromise to the balance or the cabin space.
And we need to clear up a major misconception right now. This hybrid tech wasn't built to save gas. Unlike traditional hybrids, the LaFerrari used electrification purely to eliminate low-end torque gaps, sharpen throttle response, and deliver brutal acceleration. That F1-derived system was engineered strictly for relentless speed on the tarmac. So what's the result of that relentless speed? 1 minute, 19.70 seconds at the Fiorano test circuit. That slashed a massive 5 seconds off the Enzo's lap record. And if you follow motorsport, you know that 5 seconds isn't just an improvement, it's an absolute eternity. Now let's contextualize where this sits in Section 2, evolving the hypercar bloodline. Ferrari's halo cars form what is arguably automotive history's most exclusive family. We've got the analog 288 GTO in 1984, the iconic F40 in 87, the F50 in 95, and the high-tech Enzo in 2002. Arriving in 2013, the LaFerrari is the crucial fifth chapter. It's the ultimate bridge connecting a pure, naturally aspirated past directly to an electrified future. Let's move to Ferraris and see how this builds across the generations, because the leaps in power are massive. The Enzo peaked at an impressive 660 horsepower. Then, the LaFerrari jumps nearly 300 horsepower to hit 950. And it laid the vital groundwork for today's F80, which pushes an insane 1,184 horsepower. Putting the Enzo and LaFerrari head-to-head really reveals a massive philosophical shift. The Enzo was the absolute peak of the pre-hybrid era, right? Just pure, raw, analog V12 power. The LaFerrari kept that screaming V12 soul, but bolted on instant electric torque assist from the HY-KERS system, which completely rewrote how power is delivered to the road. And just as it built upon the Enzo, it absolutely set the stage for the future. Compared to the upcoming F80, which downsizes to a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 with all-wheel drive, the LaFerrari stands out as this fleeting, perfect moment in time. It was the absolute peak, and ultimately the end, of the rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated V12 hybrid era. But beyond the engineering, this car was a massive visual milestone. It was designed entirely in-house by Centro Stile Ferrari under Flavio Manzoni, marking a historic split from Pininfarina. Its aggressive active aero, those sculpted air channels, and the striking butterfly doors were literally shaped by direct testing input from F1 legends like Fernando Alonso. That brings us to Section 3, Apritas and Track Monsters. And this brilliantly illustrates just how incredibly rare this hypercar actually is. Out of a total global production of only 710 units, 499 were standard coupes, the drop-top Apritas made up just 209 units, and then you have two incredibly special slivers, one-off charity editions, built specifically for earthquake relief and Save the Children. The Aprieta itself, which was built for Ferrari's 70th anniversary, is an absolute structural masterclass. Usually, removing the roof from a 950 horsepower car makes it twist like a wet noodle. But Ferrari meticulously reinforced the chassis to preserve perfect rigidity. They also revised the airflow management so passengers wouldn't just be battered by 200-mile-per-hour winds while driving.
Now, for the absolute extremists in the Corse Clienti program, there's the FXXK and FXXK Evo. Free from any road legal regulations, these track-only monsters unleash well over 1,000 horsepower. To give you an idea of their sheer extremity, the fixed aerodynamic package on the Evo generates a staggering 75% more downforce than the street-legal car. Just wild.
Moving into our final section, Section 4, Legacy and Astronomical Value.
Let's talk economics. Back in 2013, if you were lucky enough to even be invited by Ferrari to buy one of these, the base MSRP was roughly $1.4 million. A massive sum at the time, sure, but in hindsight, it was an absolute bargain.
So the crucial point is that over the last decade, that value has absolutely exploded. $8,580,000. That is the current estimated record sale price, showcasing a monumental surge in the collector market. Looking ahead at the projected 2026 collector market, the entry fee is just staggering. Coupes sit comfortably between $3.5 and $8.5 million, while the ultra-rare Apritas demand anywhere from $6.5 to $11 million. These insane valuations are driven by low mileage, one-of-a-kind tailor-made specs, and honestly, just the sheer prestige of owning Maranello's first hybrid. Which leaves us with one fascinating question to wrap up. With the upcoming F80 downsizing to a V6, the LaFerrari is forever cemented as the one and only naturally aspirated V12 hybrid flagship Ferrari will ever make. Knowing that, what do you think this masterpiece will be worth in another 10 years? Thanks for watching this explainer. I've been your professional stickman host. Keep that curiosity revving.